We are live, we are live, we are live.
Live?
Yes, we are. I just need to know if you guys can hear me. Let me fix the
Let's see. Let me get the notification.
Okay, go to autofocus. So guys.
Need to click on focus. Focus.
Okay, you can mute it. I can totally hear myself and you.
It's trouble.
You can mute it. I can totally hear myself and you. It's because you're further away and it's probably interfering with your speakers. You have those big speakers there. So that's probably what it is.
I'm alone. You know what I mean? Something like
Dude,
that.
that sounds different than you do. I'm further away from where you got that.
I'm alone. Testing, testing. You know what I mean? Something like that.
So I want to make sure he's still from Earth and not from another planet.
I'm alone. Testing, testing. You know what I mean?
I want to make sure he's still from Earth and not from another planet. Yeah, you good, right? Probably normal.
She's still show world.
All right. Hello, hello, Isabel. How you doing, my friends? We're gonna be playing with a bottle today. I'm gonna make like a genie. At least that's what I'm gonna try to do, because that's what like her hair like the top of the bottle reminds me of like the genie shape. You know how they have all that stuff wrapped up or wrapped around. So I sketched out her face. At least I was working on like a face sketch to kind of add it in. But I think I'm gonna probably move things over a little bit because I see that I have more room than I thought I was gonna have. So let me actually go ahead and start adjusting that because I just noticed that right now. I'm like, wait a minute, I made her face too to the side. So where did I put my little pouch?
Donna's in the house.
Donna's in the house. Hey Donna. Thank you, babe.
Just like me.
Sasong is letting me know what you guys say today in the chat. So thumbs up for Sasong. We got some paints here. We got some trims. We got different things happening. We're gonna see where this is gonna go. Not really quite sure yet. I have this awesome trim that my friend Isabel gave me, so we're gonna be using a little bit of that. I have a whole bunch of different paints and just like glitter paints and stuff like that. I have a bundle of different trims that we're gonna be using as like her hair, her bonnet, or whatever you want to call it. I also have some yarn, which I'm not sure if I'm going to give her hair or not. So we're going to get to that stage if we get there. We're going to see how far we can get and where this is going to go. I totally did this last minute. I didn't even know what to do. Originally, I wanted to just alter and make a dress. But then I'm like, I have so many. I need to do something different. So this is my something different. So we're going to do that. All right. So let me just see if I can find my pencil that I was drawing with earlier. I don't know what I did with them. Okay. I guess wherever I put them, I don't know. So I'm just gonna wing it. Let me get an eraser though. And I can get that from here. I'm just gonna extend the space just a little bit more to the side. I'm gonna make it a little bit wider. So I'm gonna be creating more space right here between, like the eyes and stuff. So I'm just gonna go ahead and delete this. Not delete it, but erase it. You guys know what I mean. So I'm just gonna erase that. I'm also gonna have to move. I did see it, Donna. And they're awesome, awesome. I usually don't comment on those because I don't want to get you confused between the ones that are shopping and the ones that are just commenting. But As soon as I'm able to help you, trust me, I will be one of the people there. But in the meanwhile, let me help you this way. Everybody go and check out Crabs and More with Donna Jackson. She's having amazing destashes, everything from napkins to washi tapes to all different kinds of things. So go and check her out and see if you're interested in anything. All she's asking for is shipping and make an offer on whatever you think is fair. So hope you guys check that out. Thank you so much. Oh no, Donna, please. No, 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 girl. I know the struggle's real. So no worries, no worries. Let me see. Where is the pencil that I was just about to use? I literally picked it up, put it down, and I can't find it. I'll use this one. I'll use this one. So let me just go ahead and extend her face a little bit because now everything is off to the side. And that usually happens. We're just gonna do this. Just need to mark it where it is. There. And the face is gonna be around there. Alright, let's just draw it in the mouth. Let's see. This is about right here. So around here. She kind of looks like she's still in the same position, but let's see. Let's see how it looks. I just need to give myself like indicators of where certain things should be. All right. And then the nose, somewhere around here. And I don't know where I put my pencils at. Where they at? I need those. Ugh. These are the ones that I need because they draw better on this. These are a pain in the behind. But what did I do with them? It's like so strange. Have you seen my mermaid little pouch anywhere? The little mermaid pouch?
No.
It's so small.
You put it.
I knew I was going to be nasty because so Jay stuff. Anywho, we're gonna just wing it then because I'm having a little bit of an issue with that. So we're gonna start painting this in, and then I'll just figure out the rest.
You found it?
Nope, I did not. So I'm gonna add some paint on here. I also have this piece right here because I'm thinking I'm gonna finish it off and make it you know, the full thing. How did I do this earlier? Something like that I did to give her like a comb, but we'll see what happens. So we're gonna use some acrylic paints, and I also have some chalky paints. I like the chalky paints when I'm gonna be using color pencils because I can still draw over them. Hey, Karina.
Got a sick, cool looking bottle.
Yes, this is a Downy bottle, actually. So I'm just gonna put some paint here in my little tin. A little bit of that, and a little bit of this whisper color. This is some chalk. So I'm going to start adding this in to her face. I'm gonna start with the chalky color, which is the whisper, and I'm gonna start putting that in.
What's the name of it?
Whisper.
Whisper.
Yeah. Now, I had already kind of pre-sketched in somewhat of a design, but I basically know what it is that I want. So I'm just gonna go in and just start adding my paint. And this chalk, this paint has some tooth to it, so it's perfect for like continuing to sketch over it. It'll give you great traction. So for color pencils and for regular like sketch pencils and stuff like that, it works great. So I'm just gonna basically put in the whole thing. I did leave out a little bit of an area for the eye. So I'm gonna go with the other one, a little bit darker, and basically just start to catch some of the areas here. Can you guys see what I'm doing well enough? Hopefully you can. Okay. We'll start adding in some of the other colors. Let me get some white into those eyes so that I know where I'm going from that point forward. I'm gonna get her face painted in so that while it's drying, which this paint dries really quick, I can go and start figuring out what I'm gonna do with the hair or with the sides of it. I'm not sure what it's gonna end up being, if it's gonna be a bonnet or if it's gonna be hair or what. But we're gonna see. I'm struggling right now with this. I got it. I got it just in time. So I'm just gonna go ahead and grab some of this Everlasting, which is the white chalk paint. I'm gonna use a small brush to kind of get in those eyes and just start defining that section. With the chalky paint, if it ends up being too thick, you could always dilute it with some water. Oh, it is. I'm just gonna add the white in the eye so that I don't forget to do that later. Then I can just retouch it. That's what I'm gonna leave it as for right now. Now let's grab, didn't pull out the brown. I need to get some brown. What do I have in brown? We got a watercolor, I guess. Yeah, I've got a watercolor. After all, this is a mixed media type of project, so a little bit of everything can go. That's fine.
It's cool.
Huh?
With the little case.
Oh, you like the little case?
Yeah,
Oh, yeah.
very interesting.
Yeah, sure it is. You're gonna borrow it?
Yeah.
Do your borrows have returns? Will it come back to me at some point? Just do these eyes. Now it can give me kind of like a mood of where I want to take her face. And I'm gonna do this in watercolor right now, but I'm gonna have to go over the marker because it won't stay. Hi, Jennifer. I'm just kind of watering out the color just a little bit, so I can kind of go over this eyebrow line. Now, when I originally drew this, I did this with my water soluble pencils, which I can't find right now. I don't know where I put them down at. Between trying to get ready for the live and everything, so we're just gonna do it like this for right now. This side is not that water soluble, but we're gonna try to figure it out. Because this side I did it with the color pencils, which they are somewhat water soluble, but just not too much. Is your face kind of coming along now?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Let's see if I can repeat it. Yeah. I think her eyes is still a little bit off for my liking. Actually, it's a little bit too close. I would have wanted it to be just a little bit further out, but we're gonna work. We're gonna work what we got. No, Vika, pero está un poquito distraída. Ay, Dios mío.
Leaders came in.
Hello, hello, Nada. I'm just here trying to draw in this lash line. Can I get a napkin? Babe, right there. Can I get a napkin? Bless you, baby. Okay, so let's see. Now let's start working on just finish this real quick. Okay. That's the napkin, Amy. Is that the one?
Huh?
You really give it to me from the roll? I don't deserve the bounty.
Oh. Take out one.
Yeah, you see this? Thank you. All right. Put this here as I need it because I probably will. So I'm gonna actually go ahead and get some of this color right here. This color is beautiful. It's called Treasure and it's in chalky finish. Some of you guys may own this already. This color is absolutely beautiful.
Brown right there.
Yeah, I got brown.
There you go.
I got like 2 different browns actually.
Brand new.
Yeah.
Interesting.
Interesting. That's what they say. So I'm gonna water this down, just a little bit, water my brush down. I'm gonna extend this color out just to get it easy and pliable. I love the chalky paints. I really do. I would almost say that I prefer them over the regular acrylics. All right, so let me start adding this color in. And basically I'm gonna go around the top, bring it down just a little bit, and then just a little bit here in the bottom somewhere. Then I'm gonna grab the next color, which is gonna be New Life. It's a really weird green, but I think it'll complement the blue really nicely. And we're gonna start working like that, more or less. We're gonna do it like that. What happens, Sasso? Sasso's ready to burst over here. I'm looking at him like, what happened? Oh, the napkin. Oh, yeah, right. You don't want to give me the bounty. Listen, I'm gonna say this for later.
Son cantito de servilleta.
Un tantito de servilleta. Okay, let me water that green down. Actually, let me just get it just a little bit whiter than what I have it right now. I want it to be very pastel-y, like pastelitos, but not like pastelitos. All right, so we're gonna go into this. And I'm just gonna sporadically just add the green here and there. Hopefully you guys can kind of see. And I'm just like basically just blotching it in. I'll go fixing that as I go.
Stunning.
Thundering. Now we're gonna go in for the more intense blue, which is Legacy, another beautiful color. There we go. Let's add a little bit of this Legacy on here. You don't need very much at all. And I'm gonna try to define, go in above, like right above, right under the lash line, and add some of this in, like towards the bottom, and then right in the center. You gotta touch up with other colors, and now's the time to touch up. I want it to have kind of like a watercolor effect, but not too watercolory.
It's got like icon.
Thank you. I'm in the zone, you guys. You know how that goes, right?
That's so beautiful.
So now we're gonna go in with the black again. And get a little bit of our black. I have black acrylic as well, but I didn't want to go digging for it and I was running out of time. So we're gonna improvise. I gotta make her look at me, otherwise she's gonna be cockeyed, you guys. She's gonna be looking somewhere where I am not. And since it's watercolor, it's forgivable. So once you get it in the right spot, then you can basically, fix it up however you need to.
It doesn't look like it's looking at you.
I'm thinking about making her, I want to give her like big old pupils type of, it's hyper realistic type of look. So let me see. That's good. I gotta swap my contacts out. They're starting to get blurry on me. I find myself getting closer and closer to the screen every day. All right, so let's go ahead and add some more white on here.
It's nice. I'm stuck watching.
I'm stuck. I'm stuck doing it. Every time I figure out something new that I like. Every time.
Looking at you. Looking at me.
I'm gonna go into this with color pencils afterwards too. So this is not the end of this. But I gotta keep moving. All right, so let's see. What's next? The nose.
Karina said eyes are looking good.
Oh, thank you, Karina. Now we gotta work on the nose, you guys. This is gonna be tricky. So vamos a ver lo que vamos a hacer.
Somebody's watching.
What? Oh. All right, so let's see. So I gotta go between the center of these two eyes. So I don't want to mark it too much. Somewhere around here. So the lips gotta go somewhere in this vicinity. Let me stand up, you guys. I gotta gauge this properly. So I gotta stand up too. I'm gonna put the lips. Like around there. Hope you guys can see what I'm doing. Right? That looks about center, right? Does that look centered to you guys? You're gonna have little lips because the focus is the eyes. So if you make everything big, then you don't know what to look at because everything's big. That's what makes these little faces, like these whimsical faces, so cute. And so people like them a lot because they're, you never know what the proportion. You can have small eyes and huge old lips. You never know what the proportion is gonna be. Okay, so.
About to rain.
There it is.
Yeah. It's about to pour. Yeah.
I feel like.
Little camera.
That's good enough. I feel like it should be a little lower. Just drop it down a little bit. Let's see what we do with the eyebrows. I'm not sure yet, but let's keep painting her face. I think I'm done with the sketchy, como quien dice. So we're gonna leave that like that for now. And I'm gonna start trying to add shading and stuff like that. So I'm actually gonna have to get more paint, even though I didn't want to. Well, no, maybe I know. I could just watercolor it. I can mix my watercolor with the chalk. So that's what I'm gonna do. To kind of water it down and create a permanent, but like get the shade that I need. So I'm gonna use this wider brush right here. Thank you, Isabel. They look familiar. What they look like? Where you seen them at? All right, so let's see. Um, so I'm gonna get some of this same color that I was using earlier. I'm gonna just pop that and water that down. Then I'm gonna pick up some of this brown.
Somebody I know.
Um, I'm gonna pick up some of this brown. And I get it really, really light. Thank you, Jennifer. Oh, yeah, I gotta do it.
Just noticed that right now.
Yeah, if you didn't say anything, I wouldn't have noticed either. That's because we had so much stuff to do.
Okay, let me see your good Connie.
Thank you, love. And I didn't just with a bottle, I just Mod Podge the paper over it. I'm gonna add a little bit of white to the mix. All that excess out. Just gonna lighten this up over here.
Is that brown paint in the box?
Huh?
The brown paint in the box.
Yeah.
I'm gonna get to it.
I bet you are.
Brown paint.
Thank you, Karina. Thank you, Donna. Okay. Let's go into this with some pencil. And start to add a little bit of different color in here. I definitely love the rouge because you guys know it's been one of the colors that I've been on like lately. So I'm gonna start adding some of this color, which is just about the same. And I'm gonna start adding this in just to start building up some base on here. And these pencils are somewhat water soluble. They're not as great as like regular watercolor pencils, but they do move around some. So I'm gonna attempt to move it. Let's see what it does. Hopefully you guys can see that. So again, I want her to have somewhat like a watercolory kind of effect. So that's kind of what I'm trying to achieve here to a certain extent. Mm. I'm sorry if I'm not reading everybody's comments and stuff. If I'm not looking up, you guys. Thank you,
Isabel says it's going to look awesome. And Donna says gorgeous.
Thank you, my friend.
And Isabel said you're gonna buy me ice cream tonight.
Oh, so someone's taking me out for ice cream tonight, you guys.
That's not what I said.
That is exactly what you said. That is what everybody on there heard.
That's not what I said.
That's what everybody heard, including me. I heard that too.
How you gonna flip it on me? Flip it on me.
Let joy. Alright, just adding it. I'm going in with a little bit of black. I really didn't know what to do, you guys. I hope that you guys are enjoying what I am coming together with today. See? Everybody heard the same thing that I said. Okay? My friend, I'm so sorry for you. ¿Qué te dije? Alright, so let me go ahead and start kind of adding in some of the details for my nose. And I am doing this in black, but I'm gonna add some acrylic paint to that as well, just to blend it in. Right now, I just want to get my shapes in, and then I'll try to blend it in. My brush is really, really dry, because again, I'm not trying to fill it in with the pigment. I'm just trying to create like a shadow, and also allow it to have something to feed from when I go and I put in the paint, so that I still keep some of those darker tones in there. So my brush is a little damp, but nothing too major. Watercolor can be still forgiving under the right conditions. What do you guys think? Someone's having a ball out there. All right, let me go ahead and grab some of this. I have some watercolor here actually, and I think will make a really nice for the cheeks. So I'm gonna add it in, and then just kind of pat it in there a little bit, and give us some kind of cheekage. Some cheekage, you guys. I made up a whole new situation. We water this down some more, and give us some cheekage right here. And I pack that foundation in there. Hello, Sue. Oh, awesome. What are you making, if I dare to ask? Okay, I'm going to add a little bit of this watercolor as well up here. And we're almost about done with the painting part of this, you guys. The rest of it is going to be a little bit of color pencils. And we'll be about done. I am gonna water down a little bit of this rouge and add it in there so that I can make the lips a little bit more permanent. But for the most part, we are good to go. I'm gonna go ahead and, like I said, add a little bit of this watered down watercolor that I had here. It was just sitting on my palette, so I might as well use it. And I'm gonna add a little bit. Start adding in some color here and some color there, just to start kind of giving her a little bit of life. Hmm. Fix this eye right here.
Really nice.
Thank you.
Really nice. Yes, the card is coming out so beautiful.
Thank you, Nada. That's Nada, right?
Mm-hmm.
Thank you, Nada.
And, yes, I'm gonna say yes, it is.
Okay. Okay, I gotta fill in. I found some spaces that I didn't do with the white. So let me just fill that in real quick, you guys. So I still see some of the pencil markings underneath it. There we go. I'm gonna fix the rest of that stuff as well. So right now, this is what we got. So now let's work with the color pencils and put some of these paints to the side for now. And we're gonna get the glue gun going. Just put all this stuff over here for now. So let's see. So we have here some color pencils.
Looks good. Looks great, Carmen. You do face as well.
Thank you, love. We have some color pencils here. I also brought out some gelatos in case I needed them, but I don't think I'm gonna need them. I think I kind of like the way that she looks as she is, but we'll see what we do here. Let's see. I'm gonna add a little bit of shadow right here. I'm just gonna bring that shadow in just a little bit above the eye. A little bit of that shadow there, a little bit under the eye, in the eyelid. Make it look like the eyelashes are kind of interfering with the natural light going under there. And again, just kind of right in that space right at the beginning, just halfway in. Okay. Yeah, a little bit of pink right here. That's too pink. Thanks. Color this in. Mhm.
Sue says, remember, thumbs up.
Mhm. Let's see. Let's work this up a little bit. Thank you, my friends. Thank you, thank you. And then we're gonna start gluing stuff on her. So I'm about done with her face. Um, add a little shell here and there. All right. So I'm gonna leave her like that for now. I'll go back in later, and after this dries, still a little like damp for some reason. Then I'll do her eyebrows the right way. I'll paint, I'll paint them in and stuff. So let's go ahead and start adding some trims to her, because that's the piece that I've been like itching to do. I also have some trim here, and I guess I'm gonna have to do her eyebrows before I do it, before I start, because I do want to add some trim here on her face. Um, I do want to kind of like, well, maybe I don't need to do eyebrows because you ain't gonna be able to see them. All right, so maybe I don't even need to go that far and give her eyebrows, because you guys are not gonna be able to see them. All right, so this is gonna be the trim that I'm gonna be like closing off around her face and stuff like that. Um, I have some of this pink trim here. She's gonna have like a rainbow unicorn type of like craziness going on. I'm gonna snip a whole bunch of this tulle and just start sticking it in different places to kind of like assimilate, I guess, long hair. So I'm gonna just start cutting. And we'll see, because I got a whole bunch of fun, bright colors trims there, so that should be cool.
Beautiful says, yes, to that beautiful tree.
Thank you. It's just tulle, I believe. I believe it's just tulle. Okay, so I'm gonna start just kind of sticking this stuff everywhere, and if I run out and I don't have enough, then I'm gonna go look for more of whatever color I find. That's how we roll it today. Oh no, did she get glue on her face? Oh no. I got scared. All right, so I'm just gonna start kind of like sticking this like this. Just like, I'm just gonna stick it in the center. That's what I'm gonna start doing. I'm gonna stick it in the center of each sheet. And we're gonna see what's gonna happen. I have no idea, you guys. I didn't practice this at all before I decided to do it. So we're gonna do this and just do it sideways for now. We'll see what we end up doing afterwards. And I know for a fact I'm not gonna have enough tool for her whole head.
It's lightning.
There's lightning outside. Guys, if you start feeling like the feet's getting messed up, let me know, because we're experiencing storms, please. Yeah, I'm gonna have to get more. Okay. All right, so let's see here. Let's put another one. Let me see, because this is like I said, it's gonna go here. Get a piece here. And I'm gonna see what other trims I have there. Start filling in gaps, and then we'll see where this ends up going. I have no idea. I have this. I just want to use like all the little bits and pieces that I got, because you never know. So, you know, you will look at a bundle like that and be like, "Ay, Dios mío, no. I'm sorry, I gotta look for something else." So I'm trying to see if I can do it. If I can really turn trash into something that is worth keeping. So I'm gonna divide these two. Wait, no, I can't. Should I? Should I? I'm gonna do it. Oh my god, I'm loving the way she's looking already. Let's keep sticking, you guys. Let's keep sticking. Let's stick over here now.
Korean said, you are so creative.
Thank you. It's a good way to use up little bits of trim, right? And we're just gonna keep adding stuff. All different kinds of trims and bits and pieces. Um, okay. I don't know where this is going, you guys. We're just gonna keep adding. Right now, she look like a punk rock chick, so we'll see how this ends up. I'm getting kind of scared. Thank you, love. That's so sweet of you. I'm starting to freak out though. I really am. So we'll see what happens. All right. Let's put these two ends together. Let's put this. And that's why I Mod Podged it with paper first, because I just wanted to make sure that the glue was gonna adhere properly. You still taking me for ice cream in this weather?
Huh?
You still taking me for ice cream in this weather?
No.
Now you give up on that dream?
This is dangerous out there.
Too dangerous.
Yeah.
We'll put this really big one.
Much like me.
Thank you, thank you. I gotta fix my glasses. I'm starting not to be able to see my content.
Can I get your contact?
They're blurry. They're getting blurry. That means they need to be changed. But as expensive as they are, I suck the juice out of them. So I'm walking around tapping walls. I don't take them off. See. So kind of like how the genies would like cover their faces and stuff. That's kind of what I'm trying to do, but not really. But I'm gonna see how I do this. I still gotta bring something up, like bring some pieces up. I don't know if I have enough trim to do all that. I thought it was a lot when I pulled it out the back. I was like, oh, this is a lot. Now I'm like, yeah, I don't know, girl. This might not be enough, actually. Okay, I might be able to finish the top off with that. Wow, I gotta get really, really close. So let's see. Um, I'm trying to unwind this. This is a hot mess. Oh, I found some green tool. Let's add some green back here. It's not much of it. So we're gonna just randomly stick that up here somewhere. Now, if you want, since it is plastic, if you get yourself like a poking tool, you could poke like a whole bunch of holes on here and use it to like keep your safety pins, like put them in there, your thumbtacks, stuff like that. And like all these little things, you can use it to clip stuff on it, like little embellishments, maybe like clothespins, stuff like that. So you could, I mean, you could probably make use of it for something else, other than it just being decorative. Cut this in half. Check if it's back. Yeah, I'm back. All right. I'm not sure. Most likely everybody has left the room because my video did cut off. We're having a really, really bad storm. So you're probably going to get some kind of a time lapse within the video. It's not that YouTube took it out. It's, like I said, they're going to edit that part out because we need to. So far what I did while I was waiting for my computer to restart is I actually tied up the little white ribbons into bows. And I did start to tie up some of the tool to the back. I do want to leave some of the tool out, but I'm not sure how exactly I'm going to be doing that. So I do want some of this tool to kind of go through some of that, but we'll see. Maybe I'll just stick it on there. Let me go ahead and start adding some of this other trim here. Yes, I'm back. Thanks for coming back, Jennifer. I'm gonna start adding some of this trim here before I get too happy with it and then I don't do it. So I'm gonna do it like halfway, like that.
Wants to know, one more you want to name on.
Oh, I have no idea. I have no clue, girl. We'll see. That's gonna be an interesting one. Maybe I'll let you guys pick out the name. Ow! I burned myself. I burned myself. All right. So this is how she's looking so far. She's got this like Genie swag situation happening here. Let's see. Do I want to have this? Yes, I do. I think that looks really, really pretty. Let's just tie you up for right now because it's too much hair. Thank you, my friend. Yes, it kicked me back in, so I was like, cool. Now, some of you guys might recognize that trim. I used it on a bed that I made, but my bed broke because I put something heavy on top of it without realizing it. So I salvaged the headboard and the trim. Make this look really pretty on her right now. That's some. So just gonna wrap it around her. I'm gonna put that all in there. And I'm gonna bring this one over that. Now let's put that. What the heck did I do with the scissors? There they are. Alright, so let's trim that part of it right here. Alright, so that's what I did so far with that. Let's keep adding some of these yellow ones back here. This is supposed to be like her, I don't know, her hair or her bonnet made of different trims. We're just gonna keep going at it, you guys. This trim, this eyelash trim. I was thinking about adding some on her eyes. And I think that will mess up her whole face. So I'm not gonna do that. I'm not gonna do that. So let's add little bits and pieces of this. Where? Where do I want to add it? Do I even want to add it? Maybe I don't want to add it. Let's keep adding these. Let's add this. Where is it? As you can see, let me untie this. It's easy. Let's see. Let's add some bling. Let's go ahead and add some bling right here. I'm just kind of twirling them down just a little bit while the glue's still kind of warm, kind of like cranking them up a little bit so that it stays kind of folding down the way I want them to. Let's see. And she's not even all the way done. I still gotta do her cap. Let me see. How can I do this? Do what I do. I'm not sure yet. We'll figure it out. Thank you, Nada. Tan faster than I thought it was gonna. I'm gonna be adding some embellishments in here. Wherever I see like the glue's kind of crazy, I'm gonna add a flower or something or a butterfly or something. I'm gonna make this whole thing come to life. At least that's the goal, right? Let me keep doing that and adding a whole bunch. Because this is really the longest part of it. It's just adding this. So just gonna keep adding them. Gonna keep going around and around until I have like a nice little crown going. Some of these are just really, really long. This girl's hair, she's a cool Genie, that's why. That's what I'm doing right now. I'm adding all of these little hairs in, if you want to call them that. That's basically what I'm doing. Is just adding a whole bunch of those in, trying to fill in some of those spaces as best as I can. I won't do this for too much longer, but I do want to add some of this in before I go and pull out another bag of trims that I have there and start filling in the rest of the gaps. Oh, that's it for this. That's it for this. So let's get the last little bit out. I'm saying it went a long way. It went a long way. I can't complain. I can't complain. So I'm gonna put this right in the center right here. Just adding whatever I find here. Just trying to get rid of all these little bits and pieces of trim. I'm gonna get some flowers that I'm gonna go and start adding in, and maybe some butterfly embellishments. Ooh, listen to this.
Yes, it's good. Ice cream date. Do the weather.
Due to weather,
Do the
it has been postponed. Okay, let's see what else I have. I'm gonna tie this into a knot and glue it on the knot side down. Put that right in there. Okay, let me go get some other stuff to fill in some of those gaps. Let's see. But right now, let me finish covering this up real quick. So I just saw that piece of trim there. I think that that'll be perfect for this. The point is to use up your scraps, so they don't have to be the most beautiful pieces of scrap, as long as they're usable. I'm just gonna double wrap it. Just let it get nice and thick. I'll take. All right, let's see. All right, let me go see what flowers I find. I'm gonna see what I find in this bag. It just has a whole bunch of randomness. The point is to beautify this with whatever you have. This is my bag of random flowers. Now, I wanted to give her earrings. but I don't think it's gonna work quite on here. This might work though. We'll see. Maybe I found a different flower I want to add on there. I found more trims. Most finding most. Maybe, right? Why not? Um, that's the point, to use the most randomest stuff. So I'm gonna go with it. Even if they don't match. I just want to use up all this stuff. Maybe some of those can go behind some of these flowers. Let's see what else we find in here. I'll find another one. It's randomness, you guys. Randomness. Thank you, thank you. Ay, me quemé. Pero está bien. Porque yo me lo chupo y ya está fuera. Back to normal. These are flowers that every time I go in the bag, I always pass them up for other flowers. So I'm like, if I'm not going to use them, I might as well put them in something and just get rid of them all. So this is like my little something that I'm going to try to do. Got some little blue ones. I think I'm going to leave her back the way it is. I was thinking about adding things going up, but I kind of like it because it also shows the realness of what it was before. So I'm just gonna put like all of these random flowers. I like this right here on this bowl.
You say it's beautiful the way it is.
Thank you. Thank you so much, my friends. Rarita, pero funciona, right?
Jennifer said you can't spend that now.
Huh?
Jennifer said you can't spend that now.
No, but you're gonna get my bottle dirty, girl. We're gonna have problems. I'm like, Jennifer, ¿qué tú haces con la botella, please? All right, so Let me add this little floor right here. And I did bring out some other things, you guys, which I'm gonna add and incorporate now. And this is gonna be the last little bits that I'm gonna add to it. What happened, man? Hey, Claudia. This is gonna be the last little bits that I'm gonna be adding to this piece, I think. But you guys know I'm a little OCD and my projects are never really done. So we'll see what ends up happening. So I'm gonna grab that. I have here some teardrops that I'm gonna add to her face as well. She's part of the original plan, as they say. I'm gonna try to see if I can still do it. I don't know if I don't went overboard at this point in time, and that now I can't do it. Yeah, I probably did go overboard, but I think I kind of like this idea that I'm going with right now. So I'm gonna outline her face with the trim to make it look like if her headpiece has all these pretty little trims coming out of it. And I'm gonna trim this here. And I'm gonna do this on this side as well. And do this here. And a little bit of this trim. You guys might recognize this from my friend Isabel's Hobby Lobby haul. So I want to add a little bit of that in here. I think I want to add a little bit of that in here. So I'm just gonna go for it. That's just what it does. This is gonna have like a little bit of everything. I'm still gonna add some more trim here from something else. I don't know what. To cover up more of that tape. Some of my flowers. It's about I gotta do a voiceover for my video, man. The video came out great, but for some reason it didn't record the first part of it. So I'm gonna be fixing that and hopefully putting that up tomorrow. No, I lost the beat. It's okay. I'm gonna close it back up. Let's see. I gotta go look for some butterfly stickers or something. I should have some from the Dollar Tree. The little ones. Put this in here. Okay. All right, so this little Mod Podge is almost done, you guys. Let me get some butterflies. I have them right here. I've added basically everything that I want to add, that I wanted to add to her. I've got to add. So far, I'm fairly satisfied with how she's looking. What's awesome about these tools is that you can stretch them out and kind of conform them to what you want. So let me get some. Let's see. Let me get some butterflies. I got some blue butterflies here. Since she does have a lot of blue, I think that they will fit in nicely. I also have some little bows here and there that I'm going to add just to kind of complete the look with all the colors. So I'm going to add one right there. And I don't care where they're going. I'm just adding them in. Again, it's about filling up voids at this point in time. Let's get some butterflies on there. Okay. I think this has to be like the most whimsical, colorful thing I've done in a long time, you guys. Because I normally don't do those like this. Very rarely. Let me add some butterflies over here. I'm gonna fill in this whole perimeter. With these white ones. That way at least you can't tell there's tape there. I honestly didn't know what to do with all of this, with all the space. Yeah. On a flower. Add that in there. Little hidden, small little hidden things. I think this is done, you guys. I think I've added just about a little bit of everything on here. I'll probably give it a once over later on once my eyes are not so drained from seeing so much color. And I'll fill in any little gaps that I see need to be filled in. So I know there's a few little gaps here and there that I might put a bead in or pop a pearl in or something like that. So she's not all the way 100% complete, but she's basically complete, you guys. A few little things here and there. She got this huge little mane here. This is like a little, you know how the genies have like the little cone thing? That's like the top of her little cone. I am gonna do something with this. I'm not gonna leave this blue. I'll probably gem it up or something, bring it out. But this is what we did. It's the weirdest thing, but I hope you guys like it. I hope you had a good time, and I'm sorry that our feed kind of went haywire today. You know how that goes, things happen. But I hope you enjoyed nonetheless. Thank you so much for being here, and I will catch you on the next one. Bye. Have a happy rest of the weekend.